So today I'm just going over 3 common legal myths, apparently. I mean, one of these, I know a lot of people misunderstand that. The first one, I think people have just heard advice from bad lawyers, or maybe they did their Googling bad. Um, I don't know. Maybe these are all pretty common among normal people. I definitely knew the first one as a kid. So feels like I was taught it in high school. So the first myth is the letters TM after your trade name means you have a registered trademark. So let's look into that myth. So we're on the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office's website. They're the ones where you register trademarks. And they're pretty much the ones that govern the law regarding trademarks as well in the United States. So there's this section owning a trademark versus having a registered trademark, which is relevant, and you guys should probably read that, but I'm not going to read all that. I'm actually just going to read this part, using the trademark symbols, and only a part of it. So every time you use your trademark, you can use a symbol with it. The symbol lets consumers and competitors know you're claiming the trademark as yours. You can use TM for goods or SM for services, even if you haven't filed an application to register your trademark. So, Isa, I don't know why Paul didn't know that, why he didn't correct you, help you with that, or any of the other supposed attorneys in your Discord. So here we are with the next myth. And the next myth is you have a right to an attorney in civil suits. So I think a lot of that comes from people's memory of, you have a right to an attorney. And that comes from the Bill of Rights, specifically the Sixth Amendment. But it says in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. So, you do have the right to an attorney, at least counsel of an attorney in criminal cases. Now, I know some of you are going to immediately Google this and find edge cases just to try and prove me wrong. So I'm going to cover the most common edge case. So, civil right to counsel, sometimes called civil Gideon, refers to the idea that people who are unable to afford lawyers in legal matters involving basic human needs should have access to a lawyer at no charge. The Gideon reference is linked to the famous Supreme Court ruling that individuals charged with serious crimes have a right to counsel. While this right exists in criminal matters, it exists at present only in very limited circumstances in civil matters. So there you go. So if you actually watch my video on, was it the pro bono one, where I talked about, in some state courts, you have the right to request pro bono attorney. In federal courts, you do not. All right, so the third common myth is there's no such thing as a frivolous defense. And since the myth is that something doesn't exist, we're just going to Google it, right? See if Google knows of its existence. And it does. So Jonathan Cooper Law has an article on frivolous defense and some frivolous lawsuits. What is a frivolous defense? Frivolous defense is defense that has no basis in fact or law. Remedies for frivolous lawsuits. Wikipedia, I could have edited this a minute ago, but it defines what a frivolous defense is and says you could even get sanctions. Collins Law makes an interesting point. In my experience, frivolous defenses are a far greater threat to courtroom justice than frivolous lawsuits. So, yeah, Kate really should be stipulating to the facts, right? And just let Chili get justice. But she's not, because she only has frivolous defense. But so far, she's been very lucky. But federal court's quite a bit different than restraining order hearings. So, I don't think it's going to go as well for you this time. So, I've been saying that I will make a video responding to comments of subscribers. And I would do that at the end of the month or in a couple of days. I don't know. I'm still waiting for see if some stuff happens before I could talk about some stuff. I know there's some questions people want me to answer, and those are in the comments. So maybe I'll do the comments and then skip over those and do those later. I don't know, but thanks for tuning in this weekend. Goodbye.